Hi, welcome to another edition of Eating Sharp. I'm your host Lynn Sharp, and today we're going to make cheese. You know, when the fall season starts to come, I really like to do some really rustic type of cooking, and cheese is one of those, to me, that's kind of a rustic thing to do. Now you'll need to find yourself some cheesecloth. Food grade. Most of your fabric stores will have it either on the bolt or in a package like this. Now it doesn't matter the thread count because we're going to fold it over a couple of times to strain the cheese curds from the whey later in the show. So just make sure you pick up some of those. So what you're going to need also is a candy thermometer. This is more of a newer version. My mom's candy thermometer here, which is a tailor-made candy thermometer. I remember this one growing up. My mom used to make jams and jellies and also water bath her canning, and so she would use this to make sure that the items got up to temperature to kill the bacteria. So there's a long history with this with me, and so I'm fortunate to have that. But any candy thermometer will work. This one here hooks to the side of the pan so I can adjust the height of it for how deep I need it into the liquid that I'm cooking. Okay, so first of all, you're going to need a quart of regular whole milk. Now you don't want to get the ultra pasteurized milk because when they ultra pasteurize the milk, it breaks down the cells that you need to have intact to make the cheese. So go ahead and pour this into your pot. Now it's important that you have a non-reactive pot. And what that means is you do not want an aluminum pot that isn't coated, either with some type of coating for non-stick. If it's just a plain aluminum pot, the milk is going to react and it's just not going to turn out. So stainless steel pots are okay and coated aluminum pots are okay. So we have the milk in here. Then you're going to want also 1 cup of heavy cream. It just makes a better cheese, and you get a lot of fat in the heavy cream. So go ahead and put this in. And we're going to set the thermometer here so it's right down, not on the bottom of the pan, but just up a little bit from the pan. And you'll want a half a teaspoon of salt, and you can put that right in right at the start. Then we're going to turn this on medium high. I like to put it about 5 on my oven. Your oven might differ, so medium high is good, or about medium. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this milk and heavy cream and salt mixture up to 190 degrees. So that's why you want to have the thermometer so you know exactly that it's 190 degrees. We're going to stir it occasionally so that we don't have it scorching on the bottom. And this is going to take, a good 15-20 minutes. So just take your time with this. Just give it a stir or two and then come back to it. So while this heats up, you guys take a break and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. It's just getting to about 150 degrees, so I have some time to go. So while this is going, you'll want to prepare your strainer so that you can pour the whey right into it, the milk and the cheese into it. What I've done is I've taken the cheesecloth and I've made these squares with a thicker square in the center, and I've laid it down into my strainer here. And this is where we're going to pour the cheese. So I have the thickest part, the more layers of cheesecloth right down in the center. And then I've got an extra ice cream bucket that I can set this on and drain the curds from the whey. So get that ready and then keep occasionally stirring your milk and your cream so that it doesn't burn. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. The milk and the cream are hitting the 175 mark, but I would like to refer you to my website. I have all my videos there. You can catch up on my latest videos. So check out my website and see if there's any videos that you've missed. Also, you'll need some lemon juice. Some people use vinegar, but I think the lemon juice just gives it a better flavor in the cheese. Now you'll need 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, and that's why I just buy the lemon juice in the container. It's just like fresh lemon juice, and it'll work just the same. So get that ready as well, and then keep stirring it occasionally until it gets to 190. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. It is almost at 190. Just a little bit more to go. Give it the last stir. Now when it hits the 190 mark, that's when you add your acid. And that's the lemon juice. You want to give it just a little stir, take it off the heat. So we're hitting the 190 mark. I'm adding the lemon juice, giving it a quick stir like this, taking it off the heat, and we're just going to let it sit. As this sits, it will separate the curds from the whey. And the curds are what make the cheese, and the whey is what we're going to drain out here. So I'll give you a shot of this as it's reacting, and we'll be right back to pour it into here. All right, I hope you could see that it was starting to curd. The curds were separating from the whey. Now we're going to let this sit for an hour before we do anything. So just let it sit, don't stir it, just let it sit, and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. It's been about an hour, and the cheese, or the curds and the whey have separated really nice. Let's get a slotted spoon, and we're just going to dip in and pull out the cheese, just like this. This is the curds. And we're just going to put it in here to drain, because you want some of that excess water to drain off. Let's get it in here. Now in here, I'm going to let it sit for 2 more hours, and then I'm going to put it right into the fridge. So I'll get this all in here, and I'll show you the next step. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. What I'm doing now is I'm bringing up all the edges of the cheesecloth, and I'm going to bring them together so that I can help squeeze out some of that extra moisture that is there. Just like this. You give it a couple of twists, like this. And I'm going to secure it with, now you can do it with a bread tie. I have a twist tie here. You want to keep it nice and tight, like this. And you'll let that sit for a good 2 hours. So we'll be right back. Okay, you can leave it in the strainer for the 2 hours, or what I like to do is suspend it over your bowl with a wooden spoon. So I've got some molding wire that is very flexible, and I've hooked it in there and I put it over the spoon. So now it'll sit here for 2 more hours and drain off more of that excess liquid. We'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Now this hasn't been quite 2 hours yet on this cheese, but what you will do after the 2 hours is you'll take it from here and you'll just set it right down into a bowl, and you'll put that in the fridge overnight. And this is what you get after that happens. A nice solid cheese. Let's take a taste and see how it is. Now this is the kind of cheese that you can use for lasagna. You can put it on your pizzas. Some people like to mix it in with their pastas, or even make raviolis. And that's what I'm going to make with this, is some homemade raviolis. Let's taste it. It is smooth. The texture is perfect. I think it's better than store-bought cheese. That's delicious. And the raviolis are going to turn out great. So keep a watch for that video coming soon. Be sure to put it in a airtight container. I reuse some of my containers that I get at the store. Now this cheese will last 3 or 4 days in the fridge in an airtight container. So this is Lynn Sharp with Eating Sharp and Eat Well. And remember, it's all about the food. Bye-bye.